Hey there. So today we have another Darwin's Rants, and got Chuhais now in America. And this is a rant about the greatest freedom I've ever felt in my life. And this is coming from like an American, America, the world of freedom. How do you get more free than America, right? Quick and dirty, it is being able to drink in public. It is a very weird feeling. It is so cool. And you guys probably right now just like turned off the video and like, this guy's an idiot. Freedom, drinking in public, come on. Let me tell you, it is a very weird feeling. Until you get to do it, you don't realize what freedom is and how different it feels. And I'm going to give you a few stories about these interactions and sort of try to analogize for you what it compares to. My really closest comparison would be the opposite to like, remember like during COVID you had to like put on a mask? Like that was like different. You're just like, oh, like, and that's anti-freedom, that's different from freedom, right? And I'm not trying to be like political about this. I got my opinions, and if you want to learn something more about it, it's like basically like medical science has saved a bajillion, gajillion, millions and billions of lives. If the doctors say, what's up, right? So if you think I'm like anti blah, 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 but whatever. The point is like that was still a thing. Like I hated it, right? Nobody liked wearing masks, and I still have some coworkers who wear masks. I'm like, oh my god, unless you're sick, like obviously please do it. And obviously sanitation wise, like as a server, yeah, it's probably better not to be spitting and talking, and during COVID we learned like this stuff out there. So yeah, whatever, if you want to wear a mask, cool. I'm going to give you a few stories about this epiphany of freedom. One of my best friends from America, first time in Europe. We were in Dusseldorf, and we bought a beer from the convenience store. And he was like, "Yeah, we can drink public. It's cool." But like, obviously, like beer, not Bud Light. It's not a twist off. You need a bottle opener. So he's like, "Oh shit, like you didn't give it a bottle opener, are you?" And it's like, "No, literally, the convenience store has a bottle opener at like the exit of the building." He's like, "Oh, like not only can you drink in public, but you can open a bottle too." And I think it was like a Fuhr or Reisdorf-Kolsch. And like, that's great. Drinking craft beer and then like sitting on the Rhine River in Dusseldorf, enjoying the weather, enjoying the sunset. Everybody sitting on these steps next to the Rhine and just like having a beer. Feels great. In Paris, I went to like one of the most famous bread bakeries in Paris. We got a cheap bottle of, by the way, Bordeaux, whatever. You went to the supermarket. Like, I don't know how much it would cost here, but $5. It was like a $5 bottle of Bordeaux. We got really nice cheese, really nice bread. By the way, cost is nothing because it's Paris, and those kind of bread, cheese, and wine are cheap compared to us. Like if I want to build a picnic like that here, it'd be way more expensive. And we just gotta sit outside and drink a bottle of wine and have with multiple friends and have bread and cheese, and it felt great. One of my greatest analogies too. My epiphany was so in New York. I was the guy. Like, obviously, in my 20s, we'd go to the East Village, and we'd go out drinking, blah, blah, and we'd roll deep. Remember rolling deep? Everybody has wives and kids now, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. And we go to, like, bars, and then, like, you wouldn't go to a bar. I mean, there's different other places where you have to drive, blah, blah. New York City, you go to a bar, you have 1 or 2 drinks, next bar. Rally around the troops. Come on, let's go. And but everyone had to finish your drink, right? All right, oh, he's got to finish. I was in a hostel in Berlin, and it's so cool. Went to a cool bar, and they were playing a Ginger Baker documentary. If you don't know who Ginger Baker is, Cream, one of my favorite bands of all time. It's a Ginger Baker documentary. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I'm having a beer, and then everybody's like, all right, well, like we're going to the next bar. It's like, oh, cool. Wait, I gotta finish my drink. They're like, what? Just pick it up and walk on the street. And then like everything gets left next to the trash can because in Germany, I think it's like 25 cents. Return on a bottle is 25 cents. Bro, you don't gotta worry. It's gonna get recycled. Homeless people pick it up. Boom. So I was like, oh, we're going to the next bar. Like that feeling is so different. And then like honestly, like nobody likes walking to the next bar and like having a drink in your hand on a crispy night. And just or a hot night, whatever, any night where you're going out, having fun, and just get to walk on the street and go like this, enjoy the breeze, and just like walk. And by the way, it's got to be better for you for like drinking, like sitting down and drinking X amount is not as conducive to your drinking, and like it's got to be better for you. Like walking, drinking, you're like burning off calories, whatever, right? Like it's got to be better for your longevity and whatever you want to say. But like I feel it's got to be better, right? Just walking and drinking versus sitting down and drinking. And it's just a weird feeling. And so Japan, Chuhais. Like my best friend and I, when we traveled to Japan, we went 3 weeks, went Osaka, Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. And then many a night, we would just go to the konbini, which is their version of bodega, convenience store, whatever you call it, pick up some chuhais, and just walk on the street. All right, we're going to the next bar, club, whatever, and just like be able to, whoop. And guess what? Save yourself like $5, $6, $7, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, right? Like you're getting a drink on the street. You bought it from the convenience store for $1, right? What a great feeling. What a great feeling. Like not $1, maybe a couple dollars, but I don't know what the analogies are, man. Like, and I'm sure the culture shock hits people traveling to America to be different, right? People say, hello, how you doing? And they're like, oh, what's that? Right? Like, or here, like, we tip. I'm like, oh, shoot, I got a tip. Like, a culture shock, right? Like, or, there's sales tax here, where, like, you literally look at the price on the shelf, and there's sales tax on top of that. They don't do that in Europe. There's VAT, value-added tax. Where literally, like, when you pick up something on the shelf, you pay that amount. Like, you have the, X amount of euros in your pocket. Boom, you're paying it. Like, it is what it is. You don't pay this extra amount, which is arbitrary and not really a big thing. But, like, the shock of, like, But, like, these, like, little annoyances. Again, you guys have to find a better analogy for me. Like, when I never get to drive the Autobahn. I'm sure, like, the idea of, like, what were the, like, speed limit signs? No, you just drive safe and figure out speed and stay in the left lane if you're going to drive fast, right? Like, you just get to drive, right? Like, the freedom of, like, like, the freedom of, like, you feel like you're doing something wrong. When you have an open container in America, it's a big deal, right? Like, yeah. It's and you can do it in America, by the way. There's you can do it in Vegas. We shut down some streets in Sanford and Maitland. We used to do it. We shut down the streets for parties and stuff. There's other places. There's other places you could do it where you're allowed to, like, drink in public. But, like, that feeling is just weird. Maybe I'm like over-aggrandizing, this concept. But, like, for me, in my 20s, this was just freedom. Like, I just loved it. I was just like, oh, man, just, like, off the shelf and just outside and just walking down the street. And I spent I've drank many a dozens of these in Japan, walking down the street. So that's why I bought this. How's this one taste? A really great fruit for you, by the way. It's honestly not bad. I honestly don't think it tastes like Chuhai exactly. But then again, what I remember, it was a hard seltzer. Like, how good could hard seltzer be in Japan versus hard seltzer like this? If I can find Japanese hard seltzer or Japanese Chuhai compared to this, I'd love to. But it's a hard seltzer, and I'm, like, familiar. We're all familiar with hard seltzers now, but that only happened within the last, like, COVID time, so like 2020, 2019, 2020-ish maybe. This was around for a while. And just and that's not exclusive to the Chuhais. I was drinking Chuhais and also, like, Ebisu and obviously Sapporo Kirin and whatever Japanese brands, but it was fun. It was really fun. So again, you guys post in the comments below. What is your greatest freedom feeling you've ever felt? And then B, what do you think is a better analogy that I built on this idea of, like, that is the greatest freedom of all time? Yeah. And obviously I live in America, so, like, we get to do all kinds of bullshit. Like, you have this, the fact, it would be weird, a foreigner come to America, and the fact that, like, you can go to a place and, like I'm pretty sure I could figure out how to buy a gun. Like, most people are like, what? Are you an officer? Like, how do you get I'm pretty sure I can go to the store right now and figure out how to buy a gun. And that's a weird feeling. The another one is weird, is that you guys probably in my lifetime figured out. I know what state you're in and legalization and blah, blah, but the idea of, like, being able to go to a legalized state and just, like, walk into a store and, like, it's like candy, it's like Willy Wonka, BS, like, fucking, you just get to, like, what? You get to buy green, pens, gummies. It's like, I thought this shit was illegal. Like, I used to buy it in a freaking plastic baggie, right? Like, now you just do whatever you want, right? Like, that, the kind of idea, like, holy shit, like, oh my God, right? It's like, you know, yeah, it's different. Like, you know, until next time, guys, cheers. Let me know. But I thought I'd give you a little rant about, like, holy smokes. That was a great epiphany of, like, oh, you can just walk around and drink. Cheers.